Hey, everyone. So let's take some time together for grounding in, for some reflection. So I invite you wherever you are, just move your body a little bit. Maybe wiggle your toes, wiggle your feet, wiggle your fingers. Take a deep breath in and let it out all the way. And just one more deep breath. So, on this morning where we're coming together and creating worship together in the moment as a community, I want to invite us to do that in this time of grounding and reflection, prayer, meditation, whatever feels like the right word to you. And we are going to write and compose this together in our chat. So, take a minute and just find some pathway from your heart to your brain to your fingertips. And I'm going to put out there 4 writing prompts that, when put together, are going to lead us through a practice of prayer and reflection. So I want to invite you to just take the risk to flow with this and write whatever comes into your heart in the chat. So we're going to begin this prayer by sharing words of gratitude in the chat. What do you want to say thank you for this morning? What are you grateful for? Oh, for clean air, cool mornings, trees, for community and supportive teachers, for silly cats and being able to walk the dog. Gratitude for life and the magic of soil. I love this torrent of gratitude here. This is gorgeous what you're creating. All the medical staff at UC Health, yes. Friends, blue skies, tomatoes. So as the gratitude keeps flowing, I want to invite you to our second place of reflection, which is, what do you need some help with today? And let's just name this out loud in community. Where do you need some help? In your heart, in your life? Help accepting help? Help with confidence? Help with overwhelm, aloneness, with future plans and hard decisions and slowing down and just resting? Help with grieving the loss of a husband and being okay with progress that's slow? Help with loving difficult family? Help with self-love and motivation? Oh, these are all so relatable. I feel so much of what you're putting down here. Help feeling connected. Help getting plugged into church and an individual spiritual practice. So feel free to let the gratitude and the naming what you need help with keep coming as we move into our third prompt this morning. What do you want to say I'm sorry for this morning? When you reflect on your life, the past hours or day, or whatever it is that comes up for you, where would you like to ask forgiveness or to say, I'm sorry, I made a misstep? I'd like to do that over, please. For not being present, for moments of selfishness, anger, lacking patience, being self-critical, not being the parent you wish you would have been, for being distant and withdrawn, for time wasted, not treating my body better, for being judgmental, for not being more intentional, for being slow to forgive, or timid, or reacting in fear. Oh, we are just putting our humanity out there this morning. I have such compassion for you, your humanity, reading all of this, not helping a friend with a simple task when I might have. I'm sorry for not being a better supporter, for being mean. And then finally, as we wrap up with our gratitude, what we know we need help for, naming what we would like to ask forgiveness for, let's end on a note of wow. Where in your life do you feel awe or amazement or wonder? What is some encounter with beauty or kindness or connection that maybe took your breath away for a moment or reoriented you towards beauty and goodness? Where can you say wow in your life? Rainbow, friends who are there regardless, the trial garden at CSU, and clouds and animals, and the full moon last night, so bright. Wow for this chat, for human expressions of love and awe. Wow at how nature thrives in the midst of pollution, and the tiny unidentified flycatcher coming to the sumac, and hummingbirds and reeds in the lake, and chickadees, and the gift who is my wife. And every time I walk outside and see that I live in sight of my beloved mountains, who really let themselves be known this morning, seeing purple colors and grasses, that's a wow. All the strangers I met on the Twin Sisters Trail and the camaraderie we felt hiking in the crazy wind, being with children, and the connection felt when meeting my partner's eyes. And wow about you. I feel wow about you in this prayer we created together. This was so beautiful. Thank you for putting your heart out there in the chat. You can just let it keep rolling if something moves you. I'm going to transition us into a time of holding folks in our community who are experiencing a particularly poignant moment of struggle or celebration. I invite you to join your hearts this morning with Pam Weber as she grieves the loss of her mother and anticipates what would have been her parents' 62nd wedding anniversary next weekend, and as she anticipates her mother's memorial service. Our prayers this morning are with Jerry and Patty Olson. About a week ago, Jerry was on the brink from coming home from rehab after a stroke that hospitalized him for weeks, and then he ended up having to return to the hospital. Our love is with you, Jerry and Patty. And finally, we celebrate this morning with Judy Pasek on the occasion of her retirement. Congratulations, Judy. May love surround us and hold us all this morning. Amen.